Welcome back everyone, we're still in Preferences in the User tab, but now we're moving into the Playback Settings, Control Panels, and Metadata sections. So our first section is Playback Settings, and the first selection is Hide UI Overlays. This temporarily hides things like the cursor, power window outlines, and other on-screen controls while your timeline plays. The next selection is Minimize Interface Updates during playback. When this is on, Resolve pauses small UI updates like meters, thumbnails, or scopes while your video plays. And this can lighten the load on your CPU and GPU. My suggestion here would be to leave it off unless your playback feels choppy. And then we have Performance Mode, and this decides how Resolve balances quality versus speed. Automatic allows Resolve to make smart choices, lowering resolution or simplifying effects only when needed to keep playback smooth. With Manual, you get to pick specific optimizations like sizing, decode quality, or image processing. And then with Disable, it turns off all optimizations. This means you get full quality, but playback might stutter on heavier projects. The next section in the User tab is Control Panel Preferences. If you don't own a Resolve control panel like the Micro, Mini, or Advanced, you can skip this section completely. The first selection is Classic DaVinci Trackball Alignment. So this changes how the trackball directions line up with the color corrections you're making. When this is checked, it uses the traditional DaVinci orientation. If you turn it off, it matches the vector scope exactly, which is how some other grading apps work. Next is Grading Style. This gives you two options, DaVinci and Rank. DaVinci is the standard and what most people will use. Rank reverses the orientation of the red and green on the trackballs, which is for people who are used to the old Rank control systems. And then we have all the sensitivity sliders. These control how fast the trackball rings and knobs respond when you move them. Lift, gamma, and gain each have an RGB balance slider for the trackball and a master slider for the ring around it. There is also cursor offset and cursor master control, which is the fourth trackball and ring. And then we have hue, saturation, and luminance, and these control the sensitivity of the qualifier knobs. Next is jog and shuttle, and these control the sensitivity of those wheels. And finally, we have display settings. LCD brightness controls how bright the screens are on your control panel. And key backlighting controls the brightness of the backlit keys. And the final section in the User tab is Metadata Preferences. The first selection is Metadata Presets. You can think of presets as saved layouts for your metadata panel. Instead of starting with 100 metadata fields you'll never touch, you can make your own custom views depending on your workflow. Next is Metadata Options. This is where you actually pick which fields go into your preset. They're organized into groups like shot and scene and clip details. Just check the boxes for the fields you want, hit save, and your preset will show up in the metadata editor and on the media and edit pages. Again, the idea here is to only see what's relevant for the job. As an example, a YouTube preset might only show simple fields like description, keywords, or clip color. Whereas a production preset for film work could include scene, take, and camera, or other details that are needed. And lastly, on the User tab, clicking the three dots at the top gives you more flexibility. The first is Save User Preferences as a preset. This lets you save your current setup under a name like YouTube Workflow. And then you have Import User Preferences as a preset. This allows you to import your previously saved user preferences. And then we have Reset User Preference. This wipes out the entire User tab back to defaults. And that's it. You've officially gone through the entire preference menu in DaVinci Resolve 20. You now know which settings actually matter, which ones you can safely ignore, and how to set up Resolve so it feels smooth and personalized from the very start. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit the like button and drop a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.